am here with Sasha Lopez. She's an IB alum and now she works as a marketing director at Elevated Wealth Group. Thank you so much, Sasha, for being here with me today. Can you tell us about Elevated Wealth Group and what do you do there, please?
Yes, Maria, thank you so much for having me. Elevated Wealth Group is a financial services brokerage firm. We are partnered with over 200 companies that include Nationwide, Transamerica, Prudential, Everest, and a lot of other companies. And as far as what we do free financial consultations for our clients, and we can offer them services such as retirement planning. We do investments, annuities. We help with student loans, which is obviously huge. We do credit card debt forgiveness and a lot more. And then as far as myself, I started working with Elevated Wealth Group while I was actually in my last semester at UCF. So I currently work there now as a marketing director, and I mainly focus on finding talent for the firm.
Awesome. So how did the IB program prepare you for your career in Elevated Wealth Group?
So the IB program allowed me to work on my confidence, which helped me prepare for this type of career. Anybody that's in IB knows, how much our professors care and help us work on our presentation skills, public speaking, body language, all the soft skills that are pretty much essential for this type of industry.
Awesome. So what do you think is the most important skills you develop at UCF?
Well, 99% of the skills that we use in this industry are soft skills. So I think for me, being able to have the opportunity to be able to work in teams and also lead teams while I was at UCF, I think is definitely the most important skill that I would say that I developed while I was in school.
Great. So what are some skills that your company looks for in potential hiring candidates?
So when we look for candidates, we don't necessarily require them to have any financial services experience, but we are looking for candidates that possess leadership qualities, communication skills, problem solving, and presentation skills.
So when you're looking at a prospective intern or employee's resume, what are some signs that you may want to call them for an interview?
Well, when I'm typically looking through a candidate's resume, I do look for experience in customer service. So that could be anybody that's in retail, restaurants, hospitality. We also do look for sales experience, typically people who have experience working with commission, just because it shows that that person probably has a lot of drive and ambition, and they want to decide how much money they make rather than just, only being okay with receiving a fixed wage or salary.
Right. So how important is a potential candidate's LinkedIn to your hiring process?
Well, I was actually recruited off of LinkedIn. So I think LinkedIn is definitely important, probably for me, a lot more important than a resume, just because I think it tells more about a person than a resume does. You're able to see a lot of recommendations from other people, endorsements that the candidate might have had, as well as their interactions with other people within the LinkedIn platform, which always says a lot about a person. So that's something that we definitely look at.
And so what kind of internships do you have for business majors, technical and non-technical?
So we allow students that want to get into this industry to work with us on a part-time basis. So what we do is we take them through an extensive training program where they learn everything from A to Z about our business, the companies that we contract with, the types of products and services that we offer, and how we specifically help our clients. And that's available to all the majors, whether it's business majors or non-technical.
Oh, great. So how helpful it is for a job candidate's chances to get hired to have at least one internship on the resume?
So for us specifically, we don't typically put a lot of importance on previous internship experience. If the candidate has experience, then great, but it's not something that we discredit the candidate for.
Great. So do you take past related job experience into account?
Yes. So we actually look for things that you can't teach, which again are a lot of the soft skills that I mentioned earlier. So if anything, I think we put a lot more importance on people who have unrelated job experience, such as restaurant or retail, just because it shows us that the candidate probably has a lot of experience communicating and talking to other people.
Awesome. So when interviewing a prospective employee, what are some actions that can make that person stand out?
So when we look at employees, when we look at candidates, sorry, I think that showing passion or interest in wanting a career where they're helping others or servicing others, that's what really makes them stand out. I think that once students graduate college, they'll understand that there are just some industries that pay a lot better than others. The financial services industry does pay very well, which is why you have a lot of people that get into the industry for that reason in the first place, right? Which is great, but we are looking for people that want to do the right thing by the client and look out for the client's best interest. So I think that when we sit down with somebody and they show that they are a giving person, that they want to help others, that they have integrity, that's what specifically makes them stand out to us.
Great. So in the College of Business, there are many international students. Does the Elevated Wealth Group offer sponsorship for international students?
No, so unfortunately, we do not offer sponsorship for international students. However, we have had international students from UCF work with us in the past. So as long as they can pass a background check and as long as they can obtain a license through the Florida Department of Financial Services, which we actually do help sponsor that course, they can come on board with us. So we do, accept international students as well as DACA recipients to come work with us. But again, unfortunately, no sponsorship.
Okay. So the last question that I have for you. What are some things that a college student that is interested in working for your company can do to get their foot in the door?
Yeah, so we're always looking for good people to join our team. I think ever since the pandemic started, we've actually been hiring a lot more people and promoting more people than ever in the past. So if anybody is interested in working with our firm, they can go ahead and contact me through LinkedIn, or they can send me an email with their resume attached. And then at that point, we can go ahead and schedule a time to get on a Zoom call for an introduction meeting. And that way they can learn a little bit more about our firm and what we have to offer.
Awesome, Sasha. Thank you very much for all the information that you gave us today. It was really helpful.
Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate it.